All right, folks, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing an unboxing for this Ultimate Neighbor, aka Bootleg Spider-Man. I got this from Shozy store online, and it arrived a couple days ago. I just didn't get a chance to do the unboxing until now, but we are gonna go dive right in and take a quick peek at the box contents. All right, so let's dive right in. All right, so right here we have the package contents. Just put the knife to the side right there. And you've got here two layered. Oops, there goes everything just jumped out of place. Now, looking at the figure, all right, let's take a quick peek at the Ultimate Neighbor. All right, so right over here, I'm gonna zoom right in. This figure is heavily articulated. You can see all these joints here that seem to be quite movable. Okay, as you can see there, he's highly posable. Now, this is a strange iteration of Spider-Man. Not sure if this is part of the PlayStation 5 series where you get all these different Spidey suits, but I've never really seen this color scheme. Quite interesting. But from what I can tell here right now, the joints are super flexible. Okay, kind of reminds me of the SH Figuarts series. Now, this being a bootleg, this was only around 50 bucks from Shozy. I like that store. Most of the things that I get, Transformers, that you see on my channel, I actually got from there. But yeah, pretty impressive so far. As you can see there, lots of articulation. So if you're looking for a heavily articulated figure for Spidey, I give this one 2 thumbs up. Now again, I'm not too thrilled about the color scheme of the costume. There is another version of this, the black Spidey suit, the symbiote suit, that I'm considering of getting. But right now, let's review this one first. Overall, pretty impressive. Again, not too thrilled about the color scheme, but articulation is pretty top notch. All right, so we're gonna leave the Ultimate Neighbor here for a second. Let's pose them on the side here. Let's see what the other contents of the box has. So we've got here, looks like Peter Parker mold. The sculpt for the head is quite impressive. It's got articulation as well. We've got a bunch of different accessories here. So it looks like we've got a version of the head that's half his face, half his mask on. Some Spidey device. A series of hands. There's a ton of different hand poses here. Quite impressive. Okay, we got some web. You can see there. We got the classic Spider-Man web sling pose. Okay, you get the idea. Okay, so now the base here, pretty solid, pretty self-explanatory. We'll leave this there. This over here are the Endgame type legs that we've seen in the movie Endgame. It's also in the Spider-Man video game. I didn't get a chance to finish it yet, but this Iron Man type modified suit got me attracted in getting this figure. So we'll attach it. We'll play with a couple of poses just to see what it looks like. Okay, so there we go. Now again, I bought this figure mainly because of the legs. Got some, looks like some spider action web. Now over here, Let's just put this down for a second. Looks like the posing stand. Now, what's cool about this stand right here, guys, it's made out of metal, okay? It's not plastic, it's totally articulated, but this is gonna give us a lot more flexibility on posing the ultimate neighbor to give us more dynamic poses. Now, we got this little clamp here that's gonna be holding the figure, so it looks like this, okay? So yeah, pretty cool little display stand that we're gonna be using. We're gonna pose him in a couple of poses just to get an idea of what. Now, if you're wondering how the heads come off, you simply pull it off. Okay, you got the alternate head. It's a ball joint. Okay, so there's only one ball joint that's attached to the main Spider-Man head, the one where half of his face is sticking out. It doesn't come with it, but you pull it out. But it goes just like that. Okay, so give you an idea. Now, if you want to put on the other head, this one over here, I'm not sure if this one comes off. This, in my opinion, is the better looking head. There's two types of necks here. One with the Spider-Man suit covering the neck and one exposing the neck. That connects over here like this. But again, I personally think that the one with Peter Parker's face looks a lot better than the mask one. You know, this one, I think we'll leave it as the Peter Parker look. Not too big of a fan of this one. Again, the black color scheme for the eyes kind of throws me off, you know, but I guess to go with the black Spider-Man logo there, yeah, it's doable, I guess. If I pull out the neck area here, this comes off, and then this neck area just goes right in like that. All right. Now, the legs over here, just wanted to showcase that it's articulated in all these joints that you see here, these plastic circular joints are heavily articulated, so we can come up with a ton of different poses for Spider-Man here. But just to get an idea of what the legs look like, they're all the same size, I believe. Just look at all the legs here. So in case you're wondering, there's 4 in total. Okay, there's 4 of these legs that attaches to the back of Spidey here. Sorry, the ultimate neighbor. And already broke one off. It attaches over to the back here like this. Okay, so that it gives us that action pose that we'll come up with in a minute. All right. Now, looking at the back of the figurine, you'll notice that there's 4 grooves that you put the joints in. It goes like this, and gotta be careful though, because I don't want to force it. It's made out of plastic. Okay, it goes right in like that. But to give you an idea, that's how each one of the legs goes right in, and we'll give it a little bit more dynamic pose in a minute. But to give you an idea of how the spider legs attaches. All right, this one was a little tricky to put together, but I finally got it. The groove on this hand is actually not straight, as you can see there. I don't know if you can see it in here, but I'm a little annoyed because it's not straight. So there's a little bit of an imperfection that I discovered there. Very minor, but kind of annoying because I thought the groove was straight inside and it's not. Again, for a bootleg copy, it is what it is, right? All right, looking good, guys. Managed to get a pretty decent pose here using the stand. As you can see there, I gotta admit, this figure looks pretty sick, okay? The articulation is impressive. The joints though, I have to say, in all honesty, I'm not too impressed by them, all right? Especially the ones on the hand here. The other hand just kind of flew out on its own. The joint on this hand here is very weird, okay? It's not even centered. These keep coming off. Those leg attachments stuck to his back, they're not 100% durable, and I found that they kept falling off. But yeah, to give you an idea of what the figurine looks like pose wise, guys, I gotta say, super impressive. The material though, that's the only thing I gotta say about this figure that loses points. The joints I'm not too impressed with. The paint job, the quality, it's pretty good when it comes to the materials. When it comes to the paint job itself, I like the matted finish. Not too big on the black Spider-Man eyes, okay? Again, I could be wrong. This could be a version of Spider-Man from the video game. I'm not really sure. But yeah, overall, guys, just to give you an idea of this Mess Toys Ultimate Neighbor, I gotta say I'm impressed, but I'm also a little bit disappointed with the build quality, because I found some of the joints, like I said, by the wrist there and the back attachments, not always giving you the full support you need with a figure like this. But other than that, man, like the pose, again, I'm only doing one pose for this one just to demonstrate the item. And is it worth your money? I'd say for 50 bucks, okay? If you're a Spider-Man fan, I'm not even really a Spider-Man fan. I just bought this because it looked cool. And if you got a Spider-Man collection, definitely need to add this one. There's another one that Mess Toys has. It's the symbiote color Spider-Man. We'll see. I'm a little 50-50 on grabbing that one, but this one here, quite impressive. Definitely going to be worth posing in a shelf someday. But to give you an idea what the Ultimate Neighbor bootleg Spidey from Mess Toys looks like, here it is. All right. Now, one accessory I almost forgot to add was the web. As you can see there, it's attached to one of his hands here, but what I've done is I've added the web on his other hand to simulate the Spider-Man web slinging action, as you see there. Pretty cool stuff. All right, now for display purposes, may take up some space in your display case, but still a pretty cool action figure to pose in your office, den, or whatever. So I thought I'd add that to the video just in case you didn't know that the web can be added to the hands like this. Pretty cool stuff. Now, for the viewers who are wondering, can you pose Spider-Man without the stand? And to answer your question, yes, you don't need the stand to pose Spider-Man. The stand was merely to add support for the legs. Totally optional accessory. I prefer the stand though, because it feels like I can do more dynamic poses with it. But for aesthetic wise, it looks really cool without it, but really up to you how you pose it. The legs do get flimsy after a while, so like as you can see there, it's starting to like buckle. Now, Spider-Man is definitely posable without the use of the stand there, but again, you guys just gotta play with it. So yeah, you can definitely pose Spider-Man without the stand here, but you just gotta play with the legs, and you can probably angle it the correct way to make him stick. But if you're wondering, the answer is yes. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up my unboxing video for Ultimate Neighbor from Mess Toys, alright? If you found value in my video, guys, please do me a favor and just hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for future unboxing goodies. And hopefully my video here give you a little bit of an insight on what the product's all about before you go buy it. And I'll put the link in the description box below if you're interested in grabbing it from Shozy like I did. All right. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.